Good morning, Vibe Tribe. We are doing things a little different today. Sky is going to take over gratitude this morning just because of some situations that's going on right now. And I'll be back in a few moments. Go for it, Sky.
Good morning, everybody. So, as you know, we always start our mornings with gratitude, not just like here on the Zoom, but go ahead and put your gratitude in the comments. Some things that I personally am grateful for. Um, well, I feel like I have a list. So yesterday we brought one of our puppies to the vet because she seemed like she was kind of breathing weird. And as it turns out, she's just got a little bit of a cold. And the vet was like a new vet and they were super nice. And they ended up like giving us antibiotics for the entire litter just to be safe. And I was just so impressed with her. So I'm going to send her flowers, I swear, because she's, like I said, she's new. And it seems like they just opened. And she was so thorough. So, and I'm thriving for free this month, so I'm very, very grateful for that. And I also just heard from one of my puppy people that one of my puppies that have already went home, I gave them a sample of the jumper cables and they've already gotten in my messages this morning being like, oh my gosh, I took one and I've gotten more done in this last hour. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you just literally like filled my whole cup for the day. Like, I'm not even kidding. So gonna hook her up with a coupon and get her some of those jumper cables and get her off that Red Bull and coffee. So very, very grateful this morning. I guess let's do our Vibe Tribe news because that's all I've got.
Sounds good. Sorry, guys. So Vibe Tribe news. Yes, the Ultimate Thriver registration has been launched. I do believe it ends the 10th. Don't quote me on that, guys, because I, again, have not been able to check my email for 5 days. Missy's shaking her head yes, so it must be the 10th. Also, don't forget that if you're not thriving for free, you still have 31 days in this month to get thriving for free for February. We're gonna be here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What else is going on, you guys? Oh, the Good Morning Vibe Tribe bingo card. Make sure you're taking your screenshots for that. Again, those that are of us that are leaders do not qualify for this, but the rest of you do. And have everything submitted or all the bingo checks off submitted by the 1st of February. The credits, guys. So there was an email out to support about credits that some people didn't get their credits on the 1st or the 2nd. They're working on it. Remember, everyone has been busy with the holidays, so just bear with us. The credit tracker that we were all concerned was going to be leaving, they just erased it and started fresh in the new year. So don't think that that's gone. We just got an email from support about that yesterday, Monday. Guys, my days of the weeks are like blurred. Pregnancy is not a friend of mine with my brain anymore. Ultimate Thriver, Thriver Elite. You guys, if you're in boot camp, how are we all consistently doing with that? I believe that is everything. Sky, Kayla, anything else?
Nope.
Nothing from Sky. Okay, Kayla's staying muted, so I'm assuming she's away from her phone. All right, so today we have Miss Missy here today, who is going to share a bit of her story as well as some tips and tricks on relaunching ourselves. And guys, I don't know if you've ever met Missy, but I can tell you right now, her story is incredible. So listen up and stay tuned.
Hey, everybody. So I am not sick, but I had a very late night on New Year's. And then I got up with a very loud band that was amazing, got up and sang at church. And yesterday, I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this or not. I thought we were going to have to do captions. So just bear with me. I normally have this powerful voice and I'm going to do my best, but I'm not sick. I'm just hoarse from an amazing weekend. So thank you for your invite. I'm looking around here at all of your faces. And I love this. I love that you get up in the morning, you set your gratitude. I mean, I have been a miracle morning advocate for many, many years because My sponsor, Paul Gravett, told me right when I started with Laval in 2012, the way we start our day is the way we live our day. And the way we live our day is the way we live our life. Does anybody feel that? So cheers if you've got your lifestyle mix here. I see a lot of DFTs up there. You want to hear a funny thing? I have this one on as a front because it matches my shirt, but I have the DFT Elite back here. So I like to match my shirt, and that one's kind of big for me. I'm headed to the gym to whoop up on some clients. I've been in fitness and health for 35 years this year. I am 55 years old. And so when I gave you all my gratitude, I am truly thankful that I have focused on my own health and wellness long enough to, when my kids call and they need me to, babysit while they go on a cruise. I have 4 grandkids. I can do it. If my grandkids are over and I need to get down on the floor, I can do it. If, they need me to do anything, if I'm at their beck and call, I feel good. So long story short, restart. It's my favorite topic. I have been helping people restart for decades in the fitness and wellness realm. And I love it. However, what I don't like is people quickly forget what we set out to do. So sometimes when we start too all in, too hard, too gung-ho, without any map, without writing it down, without having an accountability partner. I love your having a boot camp. I think that's amazing. A lot of times we forget what we said we were going to do. So before I start with my 2023 restart tips, I want you to think right now, don't write all kinds of notes, exactly what I say, okay? I have been on so many of these trainings over the decade. I didn't come from direct sales. And I would write all the notes down, everything, and then it's still a notebook somewhere, right? So today, instead of writing notes about what I say, I want you to write a note about how you feel about what I say. Like if I say, hey, we're going to, I give you an idea of what to copy and paste, send to a customer. I want you to think, okay, what am I going to send to that customer? Or if I give you an idea of a post, I want you to think, okay, how would I post that? Don't write down exactly what I say. You write down exactly how you feel and the action that you're going to take starting today, because none of this is going to work without action, right? So there are a lot of ways in the new year that we can restart. And even if it doesn't include our business, it's going to help our business. My goals always surround the 5 F's: faith, family, friends, finance, and fitness. And it's basically that. I don't set these massive big goals. I just want to be better in all of those areas. And you can too: business, health, friends, family. This is our time to really reset ourselves, because we're not going to go anywhere unless we've got ourselves right on the inside. And again, that's why I love the gratitude that you're doing. So my friends, it's time. Okay. It's time to really get a hold of you so that when we are helping others, it comes from a place I understand, right? And I like authentic. I don't want to call it sales, but I like being authentic and coming from a place of, I got you. Feel, felt, found. We've learned all the sales tactics, but just get yourself in line or on the path to getting in line. It doesn't have to be perfect. I always say to my team, done is better than perfect. Just do it. Just do it. I literally built my business the entire wrong way in the first 2 years. Links. I was like Spamela Pamela. But then I had to take a step back because that's not who I am, right? And Jen, we just have to remember that we are all part of a health and wellness company, the number one health and wellness company, in my opinion, because I have tried it all over the decades as a trainer. And my job as a Laval brand promoter is to help people. It's to help people. How cool is that? Whether I can help them in their health and wellness, or if I ask them enough questions and they talk to me about their financial goals, I can help. I can help. And I love that. We can always help. And those 3 words, I can help, sometimes can be so freeing. So, but before we can launch or relaunch our business, first, we got to be thriving. I mean, raise your hand if you're thriving. I mean, really thriving. What does that mean? I mean, I want you to know your story, love your story, be confident. In fact, when you get off of the Zoom or later today, go and write down what your story is. A lot of times you don't have to sit here and type. You can set the microphone and just start talking about what your story is, and it'll type it up. It's amazing. I've done that a couple times over the last 10 years in this company, and it's like, it's the same. It's the same. This product works. It is amazing. So know your story. And the thing is, once we have our story down pat and we're confident about it, it's okay to be confident that I feel good. And who said, was it you that said about cleaning your house, or somebody took a capsule? I think it was the person that was giving their gratitude. Sorry, I missed your name. But I wish that was on the front of the box. I got my house clean for the first time ever, right? I mean, I wish that were on the front of the box, because everybody says that I had energy to clean my house. Those kind of things is what people are looking for out of you. And those things, when we share those things, that's more real than, hey, buy this, buy that, right? I always say social media is a storefront, not a store shelf. We're sharing what we love about this product, but we have to know exactly what we love about this product. So for me, when I first started, I was in the fitness and health industry. I've always looked like this. So I didn't think I was looking for anything. But do you know what the aha moment was for me? The 3 simple steps. Decades of people starting to take supplements because we know supplements help us, but they forget to take them. Or they start taking supplements that were, instead of the 3 steps, I always say like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that you'd have to have a schedule to take throughout the day. Nobody can remember. So the simplicity for me was the aha moment. The second thing was, what? I can use my supplements free. Like I was spending hundreds a month on supplementation, on whey protein, things like that. And now I can thrive free. And the reason that was an aha moment for me is because I know everybody wants to take something, wants to do something. They get tired of paying for it. And I'm going to tell you exactly how long it takes for them to get tired of paying for it a little bit below when we start to go in. So be that person that is strong. You don't have to live a perfect life. You don't have to you want to be vulnerable. Sometimes we don't have a great day. That's okay to share too. But we want to bless someone's life. And when we do that, you will never feel like you are part of a sales team. Ever, ever, ever. I've never. Lastly, before we restart and reset our goals, we have to debrief. What went right last year? What went wrong? Why didn't I get to where I wanted to be in this company? Why didn't I earn this trip? I could think back to so many times last year. I travel a lot, and I could kick myself because I was talking to somebody about Thrive, and I just didn't take that extra step to either have them screenshot my Facebook or me screenshot theirs. So I had no connection. I could kick myself for the times that I maybe forgot to follow up with someone when they're starting a 3-day mini experience or starting their Thrive experience because I wasn't organized just enough. Because I always reach out to my either samplers or new Thrivers on day 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 15, 22, and 25. And I can send Ashley and Melanie, I can send you what I say on those days. I am like a stickler because follow-up is everything. Follow-up isn't follow-up business. Follow-up means I care. I care about how this product is impacting your life. I care that it is helping you toward the goals you told me that you wanted in the beginning. So be on a mission. I think did I tell you all that Paul Gravett is my sponsor? So let me just tell you, when I first started, he was no help. I mean, the man was building $1 billion brand. Okay. So you think I'm going to call him up for a 3-way call. So I really utilize my team. But my sponsor, what gets me up and gets me going and on fire, I fill in every bar in that cloud office. You open up that cloud office, you will fill in every bar. I don't care if you're 2K. You strive to get that 3,000 volume it takes to get to Miami. You never know. You never know. You never know. They may say, hey, 4Ks, I'm sending a golden ticket. And they go by that. They go by whose bars are fullest. And it's moving the needle in our business. It is moving the needle in our business. And that's my, okay, this is what I do. I never do this with my team. Yeah. I am like this. Let's go, Missy. And then I show them the way. A lot of times, since Paul is my sponsor, he doesn't shout me out. Okay. He doesn't do that. And that's okay. I don't want it. But my direct level ones, they're like, let me shout you out. Let me shout you out. I'm like, nope, I don't want to be shouted out. But they will see that I'm performing when I'm invited to a Lavelle Zoom like last week for Thrive Elite. They asked me to lead a corporate call. That shows people that they're people in the zone. They don't ask. So I just want you to open your cloud. Where are you with those bars? And we fill in those bars. And I'm going to talk to you in a second how we do that. It doesn't just miraculously happen. Don't you just wish, we could make a post and everybody could jump in? Like we just post, pray, oh, we're at 12K. But it doesn't work like that. But here's the great thing, you all. The great thing is it doesn't take that much time to build this business. Okay. It doesn't take that much time. How much time do you have? You're spent. Oh, by the way, how much time do I have?
You have until 5 to 8.
Holy,
We'll
all
do
are
we'll do 5 minutes of questions for everybody so they can ask you questions as well, if that's okay with you.
I'll give you longer than that. I'm going to
Okay.
try to wrap by 7:30, and then we're going to go with what you're looking for. Okay. I'm just telling you, this is what I do. This is how I build my business. I am, well, I mean, you can see me. I am lean, I'm fit, I walk the talk. Okay. I'm not going to have a ton of training clients that pay me high premiums if, I weren't walking the talk in my health and wellness. So in my business, I walk the talk. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying I don't drop the ball. But if we aren't doing what we want our teams to do, they're not going to do it. And we also have to do things that are duplicatable. If I tell my newest promoter or someone on my team, they got to spend 2 hours a day working their business, that's not duplicatable, my friends. But if we could figure out a way, 15 to 20 minutes a day, you get in, what do I always say? Get in, get out, get going. I mean, I don't want people stuck behind a computer. And I'll never forget when I was first building my business, I was sitting in my island late at night. My husband's like, I'm always over there like this, he's like, are you twiddling your thumbs to $1 million network? I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's exactly what I'm doing from this. This is all you need. Okay. So let me, I have to check my notes because I don't want to get off. Okay. So we talked about, okay. So where do we start? This is the new year mindset. We just talked a little bit about that, but don't let this just be another goal you have in the notebook from years ago. Like, let's do what it takes to get there. We walk it back. Okay. You could say, hey, this month I'm going to go all out. Don't even go there. Go all out today. Go all out today. And let's see how today goes. And then we add tomorrow. I'm just telling you, if you start looking at 5, 7, 14, 30 days, it's overwhelming. Now, do we want to stay in the zone for that long? Yes, we do. But I'm just saying, one message out, one birthday message, one conversation with someone in the CVS line today at a time. Okay, at a time. If striving for a rank is too overwhelming for you, then stop it. Think about thrivers. Think about the number of people that we'd like to help. And I love that. So the first thing I also want you to think about doing, and maybe you already have your ways, and let me know in the chat, how do you organize your business? How do you organize your business? Tell everybody how, because if we're not organized, it's like throwing spaghetti against the wall, right? So for me, I am on the go a lot. I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried planners and calendars, but I do best with my phone notes. And now that we have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the cloud, we have the Thrive Connect app. We have those tools to stay organized. But for me, I love my phone notes. I have one phone note. It says copy and paste. Like when I set somebody up with a free account, I literally copy and paste this little segment. Here's what you do. Here's what I'm going to do next. Like I never retype anything. Copy and paste how to start thriving. I just pasted that like 5 times last night. I have some new samplers. I have some new thrivers. I copy and paste everything. My phone notes is full of all of my links. How often do you think, oh yeah, what's that Thriving King website? Oh yeah, what is my Thrive sample mail out website? Nope, right there. Those are at the top of my phone notes. They're always there. I never reinvent the wheel. I got to do a brain dump. I mean, I'm a busy person. You're a busy person. And you know what else? This shows busy people. They can do this too and earn a second stream of income or more from their smartphone. So get organized. I'm going to look and see. Okay, those are great. Okay, you'd 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, a notebook of your to-do list. Loves that. Calendars. Paul Gravett always told me your calendar is your game board. So literally when I have a new thriver, I'll put them in my calendar, like for an all-day event with alerts. So I remember to reach out to them at 10 or 11 in the morning and say, hey, are you thriving today? I never ask them a question that they might give me a negative answer. I never say, hey, how are you feeling today? Ever. Never, never. I just say, hey, are you thriving today? That starts them with a yes. How powerful does that feel? A yes. I love that. So again, I will share with Ashley and Melanie what I say on those days, because I don't want to go into that. But I love that. Housework done at 7 a.m. Fish tank cleaned at 6:30. My gosh, you're all thriving. So get organized, be organized, find what works for you. Everybody's different. My level 1 80K promoter, she's amazing. She's got this awesome binder. She's so good at that kind of thing. Okay. And again, what's duplicatable? What can everybody else do? So what if you did start a phone note and you have a new promoter and they say, where do I start? You can just share that phone note with them. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. How easy is that? Or if you do print things out, you could print it for them. How easy is that? And mail it to them, whatever it might be. Find a way to get organized for you. Okay. Next thing, think about, because I am not a social media queen. You can go to my social media, like, I do thrive in my stories. Once every 4 or 5 days, I'll post about maybe Thrive or what I'm taking, or I love like all the Thrive plus line products like Thirst. I love Activate. I love all of them. I post about my husband at Pure, our whole family. I have 5 children, 3 are married, grandkids, and we also did a Pure shot for Christmas Eve so we could stay up late. And I posted that. So you won't see me just over posting in social. I'm a face-to-face girl. Okay. That's the beauty of this business. I've never been a social person. Maybe it's because I'm old. I mean, you young ones that are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, it's your jam. It's not for me. I don't like sharing my life. I'm kind of a private person. But here's the beauty of this. I think building my business as a 4-legged stool. And you can write this down. We don't have to do it all at once, but if we dabbled in all these areas, as far as connecting to people, it's going to light a fire. A lot of sparks light a fire, right? So number 1, social media. Number 2, face-to-face. Number 3, events. Number 4, our current network, customers, promoters. And what I was going to tell you earlier, our PPA report and referrals. That's the 4th one with our current network. Current network is customers, promoters. The PPA report, that's your newest people. And referrals. Your customers are your customers. They're my customers. I treat them like gold. Nordstrom service all the way. I literally have not, I missed 1 month because, I won't go there, but I've had Auto Elite since they opened the doors 4 years ago. Let me tell you, that's a blessing, a big blessing, $800 a month, just because I'm doing my job in following up with my customers. I have an amazing customer base. So the 4-legged stool. Social media, face-to-face, events, your current network. Social media, you could do it how you want it. I think that Brock Johnson said, like 1 or 2 out of every 5 posts can be about your business. Stories are great. Wake up in the morning, post your capsules, your lifestyle mix, your DFT, boom. Show them you're consistent at something. That consistency really makes people think, oh my gosh, she's still doing this. She's still doing this 9 years later. She's still doing this 2 years later. Heck, people don't do things for 3 months in a row. So for you to be posting consistently in your stories, like with great music, they wake up in the morning like, woo. So, and then events. Oh my gosh. Oh, where to go? Oh, I just finished this awesome vendor event. Oh my gosh, where's my stack? Oh, I know where it is. I want to show y'all. I'm leaving for Florida today. So I want to show you this. Look at this. This stack. These are people that said they are interested. Like I'm going to, on the plane, just going to start texting people. I love events. I love events. I got myself a thriving tent. It just says Thrive on the front. And I set up a drink bar, a mixology station. And what I was going to say, if you can't find it, well, the way I started my entire business in 2013, 14, every bridal show, I was there. Every single one. It got my name out there. And now I'm the Thrive girl in town, right? That was 9+ years ago. And I still have people thriving. But if you can't find an event that's affordable, like mine was only $40. The bridal events are only $30 around here, but I live in a small town, small county. Go to those events, go meet people, wear that DFT, have samples in your pocket, go meet the vendors, go meet the other network marketers and get to know them. And then they'll let you know when the next one is. Christmas and bridal time is the time. I'm telling you, events are my jam. I can go to one event and I've got work for a month more, right? And they're not all going to start throwing. Actually, at that event, I had a QR code on a bulletin board. All they had to do was, use their phone, screenshot the QR code, and it went straight to my Thrive sample mail out. They signed up for it. I had like 25 people with samples. And out of those 25 so far, I think some haven't started yet, but I think I've had like 7 people start thriving, which is amazing. And a lot of them are referrals because when I did the event, I did it with somebody. I'm like, hey, anybody that does those samples, these are going to be your referrals because she came and helped me. So I love, love, love events. I'm just telling you, it works if you need a spark, if you don't like social media. And then face-to-face, social media, face-to-face events, current network, face-to-face. I love being at CVS. Always. I'll go to the supplement aisle on purpose and there'll be people there and like, oh my gosh, seems so confusing, doesn't it? And they'll be like, yeah, I don't even know what to get. You can start conversations at CVS just with your DFT. If they're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, this thing, so cool. Metabolic boost, appetite support, all day energy. You know anybody that needs that? Zip it. Sometimes when I first started, I'll never forget when Paul asked me to be on were you guys around when we had the Tuesday, Thursday night, like Thrive Stories, the Lavelle Wives? My story took me 45 minutes to tell. And it's too much. It's too much. We have, 2 ears, 1 mouth. That's what Chastity Marie always says. And we have to listen. We ask questions, zip it. Ask questions, zip it. When you're out and about, ask questions, zip it. I always, at this time of the year, I'm like, do you have any health and wellness goals? Right there, you've got a connection. And then a tip I want you to write down, I want you to start doing, maybe you're already doing it. If someone tells you like, okay, so on these, okay, so this girl put energy. If they tell you they're looking for energy, you write that down in your Thriving notebook or in your notes. If they tell you you're looking for weight loss, if they tell you they need more sleep, why? Because when I follow up, that's the first connection. I say, hey, Sally, I know that a couple of weeks ago when I ran into you, said you were struggling with your sleep. How's that going for you? Just the fact that you remember that they aren't sleeping, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she actually cares about me. Like, how good does that feel? Does anybody agree with me? So anyway, I love that. Those 4 ways, that's how we build. And then business tools. Oh, current network. I better go through this because this is really, really important, especially if you are a builder. So your current customers, I don't care if they haven't ordered in 5 years, every month you send them a message. And I have, do you guys know what text replacement is? Maybe it'll work here. Let me see. Here's what my 1 star is. I don't know if it'll work on this laptop. Did it work? Oh, shoot, didn't work. 1 star is, hey, Sally, I don't know if you've been keeping up with all of the exciting things that Lavelle has launched. Just let me know if you'd like for me to share. 1 star. And I just go 1 star. I don't put their name, but I'm like, every single month I'll do something. And you want to look back at the message you sent them. You don't want to keep sending the same message. Okay. So that's so important. Your current customers, your promoter team, so important for you to stay connected to them. A lot of my promoters in the beginning, because they were pushing us to sign up promoter accounts, they become user promoters. That's okay. I have filtered and sorted. I have promoters. They don't want to build a business. I'm fine with that. I just want them thriving free. I am happy with my customers and my promoters that are thriving free. That is vital. And a little tip, okay? How many customer referrals does it take to thrive free? Right, 2. No, 3 to 5. Every person, you want them to have as many referrals as possible. How often has your friend Sally got 2 referrals and then the next month, one of them doesn't order and then she doesn't get credits? If we have every customer of mine has 3 or more referrals so that they always have that backup. There's always going to be sales where someone's like, hey, I'm stocking up this month. I'm not ordering. So I never want my customers to go without thriving free. So yes, we want them to have 2, but our goal is for them to keep sharing, right? I'm telling you, I earn trips on just referrals because I want them to keep sharing. They love their product. I keep asking, hey, what do you still love about Thrive? And they tell me, I'm like, holy cow, don't you know anybody that needs that? They're like, yes. And they're reluctant to share. But if we just help them to understand that this product's a blessing, their mom, their sister, their coworkers, 3 to 5 referrals, I just promise you, you'll have such happy. I'll come back to that question in just a second. It's a very good question. You got to wrangle them. Okay. And then, okay, the PPA report. I'm still on one of the 4 stool legs, current network, PPA report. PPA report is your newest people, your newest thrivers, your newest promoters, right? I told you earlier, when I first started, I knew that after 2 to 3 months of people paying for a supplement, they get tired of paying for it, right? Before those people leave your PPA report, that's 90 days, get them thriving free. Strive that. I look at that report every single day. I mean, I have to make sure I don't have any new people, and it reminds me, I even print it out, but you got to go look. You never know. You may have somebody sign up as a customer, but it's very important. Look at that PPA report. Okay. Does that make sense? It's so cool. It's right there. But if we don't get them thriving free by the end of that 90 days, more than likely, they're going to stop thriving. They get tired of paying for it. We know it's worth it. We know it's an investment. We know that your life is changing. They're saving money from the junk food, the who said Red Bulls at the beginning. We know that. They don't know that yet. So help them to understand. And anyway, so it almost makes me start crying when I think about that, because gosh, how many of you feel so blessed that someone introduced this product to you? How many of you just think, I'm so thankful? How many of you watch, like I watch Paul Gravett forever. He owns a company. He kept saying, Missy, oh, you're going to love this. I'm like, don't even, I am not a salesperson, and I blew him off for a long time. But once I did, I'm like, I'm so thankful. He changed my life in so many ways. So be that person. It may take a little patience and love. In our team, we call it caring and sharing. Care first, care first, care first. Don't just start sharing. Then we become one of those. I will never be one of those. I don't want to be one of those people, right? Okay, so let me go to my last. Okay, business tools. I'm going to go down through this fast because most of you are probably doing these. And I kind of talked about these. Business tools we can use. And again, things like this are duplicatable. I'm drinking my Thrive Elite Lifestyle Mix. I did add a little cacao powder this morning because I wanted a little chocolatey. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who uses it? I love 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To be honest with you, I was one of the first with Beth Graves to do the sticky notes on the wall. And then she kind of came up with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I had sticky notes all over my office wall. It was so awesome. I loved that. But the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now, you either can do it on paper. I'm sure your sponsor or your leaders have it printed out, or you could do it in your cloud. I'm more, I don't really do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I do, but I'm going to give you a little piece of advice that I got from Troy Mock. How many of you know Troy Mock? Or who's your top leader?
Mine is Sonia Lemoyne. We're all different. We're all like in one giant nation.
Okay. I love that. No, that's okay. But Troy Mock, you all know Troy and Angel. They're amazing. He told me once, he's like, if you want to drive momentum, you compress your efforts. I'm like, huh? Well, it's no different than me in fitness, what I have people do at the beginning of the year. Like, we're going to turn it up. We're going to come from all angles. We're going to move. We're going to have good nutrition. We're going to drink water. We're going to get good sleep. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is great. How about the 10, 8, 6, 4, whatever it is too? Like, go at it for a week. Like, I'm talking go at it. And I always tell my team, go at it on Monday, hard Monday. And the rest of the week, you're going to have work. You're going to have work. You're going to have people reply slowly. Some ghost you. It's part of it. Don't worry about it. Don't judge. But the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, why not make it a 10, 8, 6, 4? I mean, why not? Troy Mock taught me that. Compress your efforts. So that's why if I'm going in, I'm going hard. Okay. And I'm going to reach out to all these people, get my list, and then I'm going to slowly work with them over the month. It's just like the work to do. The next thing is, and this came from Tony Stratman. If all of you know, she is actually the one who actually invited Maria Dillard Okay. Tony Starkman always says the 3-foot rule, and we teased during COVID. Well, now it's a 6-foot rule, but everyone around you in your daily life, the 3-foot rule, be bold, be proud of the product that you love and you promote. Be proud of the business that you're building. Be confident. Direct sales is amazing. For somebody to think we're a scheme or, it's so sad to me. They just don't know. They don't know what they don't know. So, be proud to be a thriver. I always say, a long time ago, I'm not sure who told me that, but I like to edify people who I learn things from, but be a product of the product. Right here, sticker. Oh, don't call it sticker, DFT. Okay, I'm the DFT, please. Here's my shirt. Do y'all have a shirt? When you're out and about, just wear. People will be like, what's Thrive or what's Lavelle? So, be a product of the product, the 3-foot rule. And always, 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 you don't have to have 3-day mini experiences in your purse. If you want to have one day, I call it a taste test. You can do that if you want to, but you know what I pass out? I slap a sticker on them. I give them an activate. I just get their foot in the door. I'm like, here, you're tired through the airport. Here, drink this. Or I always mix up my Boost in the airport. I'm sitting there waiting for my flight. I puff it out a little bit because it smells so good. And people looking around me like, oh, are those? I'm like, yep, this is my salad. So be a product of the product. Keep the plus line products with you. Don't give them your 3 steps. They're probably not going to use it right. But the one day I do call a taste test, and it does let them see the simplicity of the product. The 2 capsules, the lifestyle mix is not chalky. It's yummy, right? People are like, ew, shakes. That's the biggest reason people probably don't join us, is because they think it's chalky. And then when they're like, what? You stick this on? So it's kind of like a taste test. So I love the one day, but keep things in your purse. The third thing, so we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or the 10, 8, 6, blah, blah, blah. The 3-foot rule, or the 6-foot from COVID. The third thing is give people some love. People have lost their mojo. People have the blues. People have gained the COVID-20. And all we have to say is, how are you? Do you know, I used to hate that. I used to hate asking people how they are, because then here you go. But now I want to hear their story. I want to hear, even if it's not, a lot of times I don't even talk to them about Thrive that moment. I just listen to them and let them know they have a friend, and it starts the conversation. Maybe I'll just get their phone number. I won't send them a link, get a free account. Sometimes that seems spammy, but I will eventually. But sometimes right at that moment, it comes across the wrong way. Fourth one, I think I told you, events. I built my first layer of momentum from a series of bridal shows. Events are great. And then the 5th one, I've said it again, dig into your cloud. There's gold in there. I mean, people, you know how many thousands of people have stopped thriving? I have like 60,000 people in my network. They don't all thrive. But if I don't go back down in there and find them, even deep down, because I have a lot of promoters who stop thriving. You know what? That makes me sad. They've got customer team down there who have no help. They have people that who want to thrive. Maybe they're misinformed. They don't know about Thrive Elite. Maybe they don't know about what's all coming. Makes me sad, but it is what it is. But dig into your cloud, especially when your downline order history. Go look who's ordering. Go look down there. Go see who's ordering. See if you can find them. And or what I do just to make sure I don't ruffle any feathers. If that customer is under someone else, I reach out to their promoter and say, hey, I think it's so cool. So-and-so just ordered like $200 during the promotion last weekend. Have she been invited to our customer group? I mean, I don't know if your leaders have customer groups, but it has been amazing, because for people that I invite to thrive, to see other people's stories, to see how other promoters are using the Plus Line product, to see how other people are thriving, invite them to come with you thriving, invite them to your customer group, invite them to be your friend. So, but dig into their cloud. And then, lastly, here's my 1 star. Hello, hope you're doing great today. It's been a while since I reached out to you. Have you heard what Lavelle is launching in the next few weeks? And here's the thing. If you haven't reached out to your network in the last 30 days, go ahead and do an apology message. That's what we do. Say, I know I've been behind. I haven't reached out to you. And don't say you're too busy or that your family got in the way. Just, I'm behind. I'm sorry. Don't tell them why. They don't need to know. It's not their business. They don't care. Don't make it their problem. But just say, hey, I'm here. I'm still thriving. And I'd love to connect and chat. So now I did go longer than I thought. I so apologize. So if you want to go through some of the questions, let's do it.
All right. So, first question. I'm just scrolling up. Just one second, guys. All right. First question that we see is: did you charge for the samples, or are you giving them for free?
Okay. I have never gone to the post office. I'll be honest. I'm not good at that. I loved when the Thrive mail outs came out. So the 3-day, I don't charge for those, because usually, like last weekend, the BOGO, I got a bunch on BOGO. If I have somebody that I feel like they need more than 3 days, I'll charge for the 5-day. But everybody's different. I'm in a different place than you are in your business. There's nothing wrong with charging and bringing value to the product. A lot of people on my team, they do charge, but charge a minimal amount, say 3 days, what it typically costs $5 or $6. You probably got a lot on sale. So say $10 or $12, just, make it work for them. It's easy to pass you a 10. But that's up to each individual. I personally did not, unless I have somebody coming to pick up 14 days and they're paying me for them because they want Thrive Elite, but it's out of stock right now. So they want to just keep thriving until then.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable then. Okay. Can you copy and paste Elaine? She's going to send that to me and I will send it out to everybody. All the notes and all of her messages. Okay, the next question. How do you have your referrals share their information and their link?
Yeah, it's not easy. And I don't have them share a link. Okay, so my friend Kathy, she is my super customer. She has like 8 referrals. She doesn't want to promote. I'm like, come on, she doesn't want to. What she does, if she has somebody ask her about her shake or her DFT, she just pulls me in a thread with them. And she doesn't have to do anything. And they love that. And I'm like, hey, I'll either drop off a mini pack or I'll send it to you via the mail through my cloud office, or what are your questions? Because they don't want to answer questions. And a lot of times people don't really, here's the thing. If you start somebody thriving today, no matter what, I'll always give them 10 to 15 shipping credits. You know why? Then they see what credits are that are dumped into your account, right? Then when you say, oh, if you get 2 referrals, you're going to Thrive free because Lavelle's going to dump credits. That's a like ding, 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 because I gave them 10 to 15 credits to start. Always do that if you can. And talk to your upline if you need some credits, or convert your commissions because that is tax deductible. But always get them started. And then they're like, oh, I know what credits are. Doesn't that make sense? It's so much better. And versus them thinking they have to go sell something. Everybody that you say, hey, with 2 referrals, you can Thrive free. All they think right here is you're asking them to build a business. And that's not the case. So I always say, even customers in our company Thrive free. Even customers can Thrive free. You don't have to promote this company to be able to Thrive free. Does that help?
That definitely helps, because I know that's a lot of people have had that question in the past. So
yes.
I have a question. How are you finding Thrive Elite? I can't take it. My OB has only approved me to take the basic capsules, shake and patch, but I'm curious about Thrive Elite because I have 5 people that want to try it. So
it is powerful. Okay. So firstly, let me go back. In 35 years, I've tried every fat burner, every product like that revs metabolism. So when my metabolism is up, I get the chills. And I have been cold for 3 days. I started Sunday. I have been freezing. Now, I don't really have weight to lose. I feel good on it. It's very strong. I highly suggest you start everyone slow. 1 capsule, Lifestyle Mix. 1 capsule, Lifestyle Mix, DFT. I have a customer, she's on her 4th day, and she just added half the DFT. It is powerful, my friends. So you want to just take your time, but I can feel the metabolism. And I did take before pictures for Ultimate Thriver, but so we'll see. But it's awesome. You definitely feel different. And it's definitely a notch up from what we were doing.
Okay, like I kind of can't wait for May to come and this baby to get out of me so I could do it. Like super excited. Now what would you feel about doing that with detox ahead of time? Do you think that that would like ramp up everything?
Yeah, for sure. Anytime we clear the pathways, whether, I'm really into clearing your lymphatic system, which detox does do, but you can also do that by movement. Like anytime your muscles contract, that's why when you see people start glowing after they start working out, that's why they got their lymph system going. Your lymph system is stimulated a couple of ways. One is by getting muscles contracted and released. Detox will definitely clear the way. Here's the problem. A lot of people don't want to do it. Okay. I don't think you have to. I believe that our product is good enough that it does help to detox, especially like if you're using Balance. I think that's the bee's knees. Balance is amazing. I'm not using it now when I started Elite, but detox is amazing, but it's very rare you're going to get somebody to give you 10 days. But if they're going to do it, this is the time. January is the time they're going to do it. But clearing metals is a big deal to me. I know a lot about heavy metals in the body. A lot of people have heavy metals for a lot of different reasons. The things we consume, the shots they get, they have heavy metals, and it's dangerous. And a lot of people don't know. So I love that detox helps to get those metals out, and your body's going to perform better no matter what you take. Thrive, the regular Thrive or Thrive Elite.
Okay. Yeah. See, like, I'm very excited. When detox came out, I was told by my OB that I was not allowed to try it because we were trying to get pregnant. So I was like,
yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, baby's here. Like, come on, let's go. It's almost May, right? Like, I'm done.
You're getting there, and you don't want those metals floating around in your body when you have little boo-boo. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're excited. Was there any other questions, you guys, for Missy while she is here?
Does this help you all? Did I completely confuse you? Do you feel excited for 2023? Are you ready to do what it takes to move the needle in your business? Like when you have a few minutes today, set your timer for 15 minutes and don't look at anything else, and you go to town, and then you go back to your life. And the cool thing is then when somebody asks you, like, how do you build your business? You can say, I set my timer for 15 minutes and it's very cool. And we want to make this business duplicatable. How many of you, like, are you striving for 4K, 12K? We run it for 40. Where are we going out over here? Somebody said Katie Muntz is their sponsor. Like, I love her.
I'm personally, for the end of 2023, aiming for 40K. Right now, I am re-ranking 4K and 12K.
Yep.
My husband and I have spoke that if I hit 40K 3 consecutive months, I do not need to go back to work, that I will be a stay-at-home mom with baby and running my Thrive business. So that's what I'm aiming for.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I love that. And that's the other thing. I could do a whole other Zoom on tax deductions. Take advantage of it, my friends. Like the credits that you convert from commissions, those are tax deductible. The product that you have here that you're giving away, all tax deductible. Your phone, my office, my car, your mileage. Like if you are 4K, you should not make any money this year. You should lose, because we're building our business. Count everything. Be a boss, babe, and take those tax deductions.
I think if it's possible, I will get you to come do a tax deduction Zoom, because I know that's been a question for a lot of us. Canada team 2 over here, as well as the US team. I will message you about that though.
Here's the thing, real quick, before I jump off. Everybody is different. I would definitely just talk to your accountant. A lot of accountants are clueless about our industry, but you keep every receipt, everything, and use it as a deduction, and be smart. That's the biggest thing for me and my business. It's not the money that I make, but my husband's like, make sure you write everything off, every flight, every trip, because everywhere I go, I'm signing people up, and I have proof. If in Florida and California, I sign people up. And so I'm writing that off. So we will do that. It's a little testy because every state's different. Every country's different. I would make sure all of you that are on there now, go talk. You've got a month or two before Lavelle gives you your 1099. Go talk to your accountant and see what they will do and pile it up and get it going, get organized.
Missy, I have a real quick question. I usually give $25 for first time customers. So what you're saying is, instead of giving them the 25 off, give them credits? Am I understand?
I'll give mine 25 too, but some people can't do that. Maybe 10 to 15 shipping credits. No, I give mine 25 to 30 sometimes for their first, especially for referrals. No, I just share credits with them.
Okay.
And with our new credit system, it's like, do you all know how many credits I've lost over the years because people didn't use them? And then, oh my gosh, so this is great that they expire.
I was testing it, you guys, like I sent credits to my husband as a test because like everyone was talking about this. I'm like, do they actually expire? So I set it for the next day.
Okay.
And sure enough, they came back. And I was like, huh, I like this.
I'm so happy. Let me just tell you real quick and then we can jump off. When we were in, was it Mexico? Where were we at in October? I don't even know. We go so many awesome places, but when we had that leadership meeting and Cliff listened to all of our concerns, we did a roundtable discussion. They added 3 more 8-seater cars to our fleet. They fixed the credit system. They've done so many things. They're listening. And our company's already great. Our cloud office has gotten so much better. It's so amazing. They're on a mission to give us what we need to do the job we're out there to do and the awesome product line to back that up.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So guys, if you are catching the replay and you have any questions for Missy, get in my inbox and I will get the questions to Missy. I don't want her getting bombarded by us. So just get in my inbox and I will send them to her as a giant message. Those that are looking for the notes and the day 1, day 3, day 10, she's going to send it to me and I will post it under the link that you guys saw for the banner today. Thank you, Missy. You have no idea how much this means to us. We are a small family, but we are very appreciative of everyone.
You have a great morning group. My gosh, it's 7 a.m. Congratulations. I think you're all amazing. Thank you for inviting me. It really melts my heart. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And those that are here live, we will see you guys Friday morning with Lindsay at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She did change the time just a little bit. So stay focused on that and watch the banners. Thanks, guys.